Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Almeida. I'm a public services librarian at the UMass Law Library. I want to welcome you to video 2, conducting a literature review. This video will actually be in 2 parts. You're watching part 1 right now. In the first part, we'll be discussing why a literature review is important. We'll also take a look at keywords and synonyms, and then we'll end the video by looking for articles in Westlaw and Lexis. I'm also going to take some time to collect all the information and create a source list. Now, I understand that this is probably not the first paper that you've ever done, and you may already have your own strategies on how to collect information and keep it together so that you're ready to do your footnotes at the end. But this is the strategy that I use, and you're more than welcome to use it or use your own. And with that, let's get started. So why should you conduct a literature review? Well, you want to know what articles are published on your topic, and this can help you really determine your thesis or maybe even tweak your topic. You can use that prior research to help you determine your thesis, and you want to find a topic that has some research out there but not too much. If it's a topic that's been done too many times, you really need to take that into account. You also want to make sure that you have a new voice or idea or analysis, so you don't want to do something that's already been done. You can take the articles that you have found, you can read through them, and then you can go to your advisor and really discuss your thesis and decide, is it too broad or too narrow, or is it just right? Next, you need to pick your keywords. For my topic, if you remember from the first video, my topic is going to be comparison of end-of-life state statutes. So I'd come up with a few keywords such as end of life, doctor or physician-assisted suicide, but while I was reading my news articles, I also came across the phrase medical aid in dying. So I added that to my list. Statute, state, laws, Massachusetts, all are in my keywords, and this will help us with our searching throughout the databases. Our next step in the literature review process is to look for articles in a variety of databases. In the law library, we have access to Westlaw, Lexis, Hein Online, and Legal Track. You can access all of these databases through our website. For today's video, we're going to take a look at Westlaw and Lexis. We're going to start our literature review in Westlaw. I'm going to go down to secondary sources and law review in journals. In the search bar, I'm going to put my keywords. Now, I've used terms and connectors, so my search parameters are end of life, so that is in quotation marks, so I want to keep it as a phrase, or physician-assisted suicide, or medical aid in dying in the same sentence, so that's what that /s means, a statute, okay? If you are unfamiliar with terms and connectors, they make your researching much more efficient. So please reach out to me if you need any help at all coming up with some great keywords, phrases, putting them together with terms and connectors. Please reach out at any time. I'm going to hit the search button. And okay, so it yielded 286 articles. Now, that seems like a lot. It's way too many for me to go through. So I could go to my left-hand side and filter or narrow my results by jurisdiction, by date, publication type, etc. I could add an extra keyword if I wanted to, so I could search within results. So if I wanted to put Massachusetts in there, maybe I would get less results. But let's take a look at what we have so far. So psychological distress, mental disorder assessment, decision-making capacity in medical and aid in dying statutes. So that'll definitely talk about the statutes, aid in dying nonprofits, It might talk about it. We'll have to look at it and go through it. Who do they think they are? Protecting terminally ill patients. But look at number 4, medical aid in dying, key variations among US state laws. This is definitely something that I want to take a look at. And it's very recently published as well, October 2020. Now at this point I might go, uh-oh, what if this covers everything that I want to talk about in my paper? That's okay. Once I've read this paper, I can decide, do I need to tweak my thesis? Do I need to tweak my topic? But knowing what's already out there is so helpful to make sure that you have a well-rounded paper and that you have all the research you need to easily write your paper. So here's the abstract. Let's go to medical aid in dying. Now, if you wanted to make sure that you remembered a part of this, obviously you can do your highlighting, you can do your saving, that sort of thing. I do want to show you that if you highlight and copy with reference and then put it into a Word document, which I'm just going to show you when I put it in my sources document, you'll be able to see that it gives you all of the information that you will need for your footnote. Let's go take a look at that now. In the beginning of the video, I talked a little bit about my source list. And for me, this is how I stay organized when I'm writing a paper. Notice that I started with newspaper articles. These are from our last video on finding a topic. And what I did was I took as much information as I could. This is not Blue Book format, but it's all the information I will need to put it in Blue Book formatting. I also cut and pasted some sections of the article that I'm interested in, and either I'll be using this for my paper or I'll be using it to continue my research. For instance, in this first one, there are all of the states that have end-of-life statutes. In another video, I'm going to go look for these statutes so that I can start to compare them. I have a section for articles, and if you remember, we cut a section of the article from Westlaw, and now I'm going to paste it here. So it gives you the section, plus it also gives you a reference. Now this is not in Blue Book format, but it gives you all the information you need to put it in Blue Book format. Now we're going to do the same thing in Lexis. We're going to scroll down and go into content. We're going to go under secondary materials. You see law reviews and journals. And now I'm going to use the same terms and connectors, the same phrases, the same keywords as I did in Westlaw, but now I'm going to use them in Lexis and hit the search button. See what kind of different results we got. Now notice there's a lot more here, 834. Same as Westlaw. On your left-hand side, you can search within your results. I could add extra search terms. Let's try Massachusetts this time, since we have so many. Click on that. Search within results. There's also categories, jurisdictions. Please explore these to help you limit your results. Now we have 497, so that's still a lot, but let's take a look. Once again, you see the same psychological distress. We saw that one. Aid in dying nonprofits. Physicians selected annotated bibliography. Legal histories of medical and dying, physician-assisted death in U.S. courts and legislatures. This might be interesting. It's from 2018, the New Mexico Law Journal. So you're going to go through these articles, you're going to read them, you're going to find more things to look at. So the same as in Westlaw, you can take a section of this to add to your source list, copy advanced, and that will give you not only the section that you want to copy, but it will give you all of the information you need for your footnote as well. Another thing I want to mention is that when you find a really good article, you want to comb through. I'm going to go to the bottom of this article. You want to comb through the footnotes. If you find a really good article, you're going to find more similar sources in the footnotes. So definitely comb through the footnotes, find more articles that can be helpful to your research. As we finish up today's video, just a few reminders. Remember to start early in the process. Start researching as soon as you think of a topic so you can really narrow down your topic and get a really good thesis going. Skim articles and save it for further reading. You can also cut and paste and make a source list like I have. Remember to stay organized and keep a list of sources. This really helps at the end for easy footnote work. Contact me at any time if you have any questions about this video, any of the videos, any research questions at all. I'm happy to help. You can email me at jessica.almeida@umassd.edu. Good luck with your researching and reach out if you need anything at all.